It is Monday, April 10th, and we are going to talk tonight about the law of replacement. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I will explain it. And I actually made this to share this weekend, and we never got around to it. And I have this huge poster board, which is going to be awkward, but I should have put it on a smaller one, but I never got around to it today. Today's been crazy. But anyway, so that's what we're going to talk about tonight. But first, for those of you guys who saw the Super Saturday video, you guys know there were lots of announcements this weekend. If you did not see it, it is in your Coach Online office under videos. But I'm going to share it with you guys in our team page too. But yes, there was lots of good information at Super Saturday this weekend. So if you didn't get to go to one, I would definitely encourage you guys to make that a priority. The next one is not until, what was it? Was it September or October? I can't remember. But there will be another one in September or October. But this was, I just put in photos from our weekend because it was fun. But one of the new things that was released is that we have new flavors of Shakeology, as well as new ingredients, matcha and I don't even know how you said that. I can't remember. I wasn't paying that much attention to Darren. But there's 2 new ingredients, and we have 2 new flavors of Shakeology, which is really big. So I'm a vegan drinker because I can't drink the regular because the whey really hurts my stomach. And so I love my vegan chocolate. I'm happy drinking my vegan chocolate every day. But I am excited to try vegan vanilla because I like vanilla. Like Tracy always asks her challengers when she's trying to help them figure out what flavor of Shakeology they want to try. She asks them, if you were to go to Sonic and get a drink, whether it's a milkshake or a slushie or whatever, what do you usually get? What would you get? And that helps her pair them up with their flavor of Shakeology. So let me unmute you. Tracy, unmute yourself. So like if they say like a slushie or something, do you suggest greenberry?
I do. If they, some people will say right off that I don't really like milk.
Yeah.
And so I'll say, well, do you like things that are kind of tart? And if they do, it's funny. I mean, I rarely go to greenberry first unless they say something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But what I found is almost every single person that tries greenberry likes it.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird, but I'm scared to start people off on it.
Yeah. I have 1 or 2 challengers that drink it, but I don't really drink it, and I don't know. I just don't have that many people that do. But you seem to have a lot of people that do, and it is good.
But I drink it and I post about it,
yeah.
in my groups, and so they get to looking and they're like, "Oh, I'll try it," and then they try it. They, they like it, but
it's kind of fruity, right?
Yeah, it's kind of more tart than. I guess fruity would be a good way to put it. It's kind of hard to describe.
I've had it. It's just been a long time. And they always used to describe it. People always used to say it tasted like the milk that was left over if you had Fruity Pebbles. And to me, that does not sound appetizing.
No, that's not what
I don't explain it that way. Yeah.
To me, it's kind of like a strawberry limeade maybe.
Yeah.
But not that strawberry, more lime than strawberry. Or a green apple, like a green apple.
Yeah.
Something.
Anyways, I got off topic somehow there. Not really, but I think that's cool. I've always thought that was neat that Tracy does that. And if somebody's having trouble figuring out what flavor they want to try with their challenge pack, I pull that out. I ask them that question. But I drink I drink vegan chocolate and I love it. But I hate regular vanilla. I always hated it. It was horrible to me. Some people love it, but I'm excited to try the vegan vanilla just to see if it tastes a little better because I do like vanilla. That's where I was getting at. I get a vanilla milkshake or something if I ever went to Sonic, which I don't anymore. But I'm excited to try that. So for your vegan people, this is huge. And if you're going to have questions eventually at some point, if not now, about what's in it and all that stuff. So you can find all that information at these FAQs in your Coach Online office. Vegan Cafe Latte is FAQ 557 and vanilla is 688. But that's exciting. And so I haven't really posted about that yet. I'm probably not going to share this stock image. I will at some point. I did switch my personal order for this next month to vegan vanilla. So I'll probably post about it when I get it in because I tell you guys all the time, I just don't love the stock photos photo thing. That just makes us like everybody else. People follow our story more so than anything. So I'm going to talk about, when I do that post, why do I drink the vegan, and how excited I am to be able to switch up my my Shakeology, because some people look at me and say, you drink a chocolate shake every day for breakfast. Like people think they can't do that, but I'm like, I live for it. But just to show that I can switch it up that way. Some other exciting news is that there are 2 new workout programs. I say that we kind of have fun with these, but you again watch the Super Saturday video. I can't remember how you say his name, Leon. I don't know. I can't remember how you say his name, this trainer, but he came out with UV2. Okay. And it's very Zumba-ish. And so it's definitely all the people in the videos are not as like svelte as a lot of the Beachbody videos are. So it's definitely geared towards people who do have a good bit of weight to lose, and who it does look fun. I will say it looks fun. It's not my type of workout, but we still, as coaches, my goal is to help as many people as I can, and not everybody's going to love Hammer and Chisel or the Shift Shop or 21 Day Fix. Some people are just going to be looking for something that they can just move their body and have some type of nutrition guide. So this will be definitely geared toward a certain type of person. Shift Shop is more extreme. So like if you have people who completed, 21 Day Fix, 21 Day Fix Extreme, or Hammer and Chisel, this would definitely be good for them. The modifier actually made it look doable. It's definitely not a program that I would be drawn toward immediately. I will do it just to market it and to share my results. It's a 21-day program. It's somebody said it looked kind of like CrossFit-ish. So definitely for your more extreme exercise people, this is definitely for, and he's just so stinking cute. Like I just want to do it just to watch him because he smiles all the time. So that one releases at Summit. So when we're at Summit, we will be able to buy it or get access to it or whatever. And it'll release then. The UV2 releases May 16th, I think is what it is. They said it on the National Wake Up Call this morning. So 2 new programs, that's always good. That's good for business. New Shakeology flavors and new workout programs are good business for us guys. And so like these programs too, your all access members, they don't have to buy these programs. We won't have to buy them. We'll just get access to it in the Coach Online office. That's new for me. I'm used to buying these programs at Summit, but we don't have to do that anymore because we'll just get them in our Netflix for fit chicks, as I call it. All right. So do you guys have any questions about that? Again, there's the FAQs. You guys can go read about it. You can find the videos and watch it. But I definitely, if you haven't seen Super Saturday, definitely watch that 46-minute video because it was good. The girl in there from Georgia, the black girl, she was her message and her training was really, really good, especially for you newer coaches. Like what she had to say was very helpful, I felt like. So watch that Super Saturday video. Do you guys have any questions about any of that? Do you want to share anything to add to that? As far as Success Club this month from Beachbody, they are giving away this branded backpack, and this is what it looks like. If you hit Success Club 5, you get this backpack. Also, I didn't put this in here, but if you hit Success Club 5 in April and May, and total between those 2 months, you have a total of 20 points. So like if you earn 6 this month and 14 next month, or 10 this month and 10 next month, you get invited to the Success Club party at Summit. So that's definitely something to shoot for, guys. And with the All Access Pass, I really believe that you guys can do that this month. And so those are fun. Like we did some of those parties last year at Summit, and so you have to have Success Club, at least Success Club 5 both months, but a total of 20 points between April and May. So that's something to shoot for. That's another thing. I didn't put it in here, but like they mentioned on the National Wake Up Call today, that, if you are registered for Summit, you should have gotten an email today about it. And what they have done basically is put out the agenda and the training sessions on the Coach Summit website. And so come May 10th, unless you qualify to register earlier. On May 10th, you'll get an email and you'll need to sign up for your training sessions. And so it's very important to go ahead and to look at that agenda to figure out which ones you want to go to, because when they fill up, they're gone. You have to choose different ones. And last year, most of us tried to stay on the same track, but don't worry about, like, when you do register, I don't want you guys to worry about sitting in the same session as me or someone else on our team. I want you to look at them and figure out which trainings will be best for your business, because yes, we're a team. We're going to go as a team, but you are the CEO of your own business. And so if a training session talking about getting your husband more involved would help you more than a training session about how to work full-time and do this business, then you need to choose the training session that is best for you. But if you're registered for Summit, then you should have gotten an email today. If you're still, and that's the thing, guys, like, even if you're working for your free ticket, like, I would go ahead and get a ticket. I would order your ticket because you'll get reimbursed if you hit Success Starters. That's the first 3 months of your business. But, if you want to go and you don't buy your ticket because you're waiting for that, I'm afraid that it might sell out or something like that. So I just want to make sure you guys are able to go if you want to go. But if you do hit Success Starters, you get reimbursed for that if you've already bought it. So that's good. And that's mid-July, so in the middle of July. I am doing a sneak peek. I am doing that this Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. And it's just going to be for an hour from 8 to 9. But I created that group today and I invited you guys to it. If I didn't invite you to it and you have people that would make good coaches, you want to invite them to it, just let me know. I'm going to post the link in our team page. Did I already do that? I can't remember. It's been a blur. But I wanted to build on that momentum from this weekend because we talked about coaching. If you were there, you posted about it over and over. And so what I did was I went back and I messaged those people that consistently liked it. I wrote that blog post. I created an event page and I invited a bunch of people to it. And so I want to definitely build on that momentum from this weekend. And if you have people who are challengers now that are rocking it and you want to invite them to this coach sneak peek, do. But I'm just either going to go live or I'll probably go live in that private closed group from 8 to 9 basically and share my coach sneak peek. I'm not going to be in there posting all day long like I normally would. I just wanted to do it boom and get it done and see if we could recruit some coaches as a team. But if you do have people in there, I'll probably call on you to post in there, or I might share some of your videos at some point during the day. So that's this Wednesday, April 12th at 8:00. And I will probably do another one before the month is over. So don't worry about that. Success Club. So this month, there are a lot of people who already have points on the board, which is awesome. And it is only April 10th. So, we have a lot of month left to go. But like I encouraged you guys earlier, don't wait until the last week to really get serious about hitting Success Club. Like, the sooner the better. And with that all access pass, especially for you guys who've been doing it for a while, just reach out to everybody that you talk to, follow up with everybody, even if they've never responded, and say, hey, my challenge group is starting on April 17th. I know we talked about this program in the past, but now you can actually get access to every single workout program Beachbody has ever created for the same price as just getting the 21-day fix. It's a steal. You get the portion containers. You get a 30-day supply of Shakeology, access to our challenge group, and you have access to those workouts for an entire year. And so that's what I have done. I just use my funnel. Like I'm going to show you in a little bit. Every month I carry over people who tell me no. In the past, I don't ever take anybody's name off a list. I just ask them, hey, when the time is right, can I follow up with you? Can I follow up with you in a couple months? Can I follow up with you at tax time or when you get paid or something like that? And most people say yes. And so I've constantly got this carryover list of people that I'm talking to, that I've connected with, that I'm forming relationships with, and that I have invited or just contacted in some way. And I'm carrying over those names. And every month I look at my list, I invite them to my event page, or I contact them one-on-one, say, hey, is the time right? That's what I did this month. I just contacted all those people that I had talked to in the past, and I told them about the All Access Challenge Pack. And I hit Success Club pretty early, honestly, because of that. So These are the people who have success points at this point. And I know that everybody on this list is going to hit Success Club. And so let's just focus on that first. And like I say, always say about the coaching sneak peeks, like if you have people in mind to invite to those sneak peeks, go ahead and invite them. I definitely encourage you guys who went to the retreat, please post about the retreat. If you haven't already, type up some type of coaching post and invite people to learn more about the opportunity. And then you can go back to posting about your challenge group and inviting to that. Okay. I don't want you to lose the momentum from that retreat for sure. You guys have any questions about that? No. Okay. Let me stop the share. All right. So I want to talk to you guys about the law of replacement. And I'm not, honestly, I swear I'm not bragging on myself, but a lot of people ask me every month, like, how do you hit Success Club? How do you get so many points? How do you hit it so early? And it's just a matter of doing the Bibles. And this is called the law of replacement. Can you guys see it? Am I showing up on the screen? Because I want you to see this thing and not me, really. But so we talk about all the time. Hold on. I'm not going to hold it up the whole time. Sorry. But we talk a lot about the 4 vitals, okay? Right? And so it goes a little deeper than just 4. Obviously, we have to be proof the product works. We have to be posting. Social media is our storefront. If you're not posting, you don't have a business. There's no way around it. I don't care if you're talking to every mom at the ball game your kid plays at, or if you talk to everybody you meet at the grocery store. Social media is our storefront. It's how we share our story. It's how we put it out there. It's how we connect with new people. It's just, I mean, it's longevity. If you're not using social media, you're not going to have a business for very long. So that's important, right? Inviting people to our challenge groups. Yes, we have to do that every single day. You should be sending out at least 2 invites to a challenge group every single day. All right. What are the other ones? Personal development. Right? If you're not investing in yourself, you're going to lose momentum. You're going to lose confidence. You're going to lose direction. You can show up to every team call. You can do the vitals every day, but you've got to be doing that personal development. It is what will feed your business soul. Like, I know it's not the only thing. I can't do this without, like, godly direction, and I didn't even do personal development for a long time. I was like, I don't need it. I got my devotions. I got my scripture. God's got this. Yeah. But then I had to realize, God, Rachel created those really smart business people that can teach you everything you don't know about running a business, right? And so I read personal development for business, to learn how to run a business. I read it for confidence. I read it for just motivation. I listen to it a lot. So personal development. The other one is recognition. Recognizing our coaches, recognizing our team members, our challengers. That's important too, just to show people what's happening in our business. But going deeper than those, if you have your business activity tracker, or that tracker that shows you, add 5 friends, connect with people, send hey girls, those type of things. Those are the things that are going to help you build a relationship and give you people to talk to every month, give you people to invite every month, give you people to follow up with every month. And that is the law of replacement. All right. So if you look at this, this is the top of the funnel. It's really wide. This is where people come into your network, into your funnel. And obviously it narrows down at the bottom. And then, we say like 1 or 2 out of every 10 people that we invite actually end up purchasing a challenge pack or signing up as a coach. Now I say that's initially. I have a lot of people that I talk to who tell me no, but they later come around and end up signing up, right? But for every 1 person that comes out of the funnel, you need to have 10 people coming in, all right? That's very important. You need to be connecting in some way, whether it's adding new friends, whether it's hey girl messages, whether it's inviting, whether it's following up. Well, no, skip follow up. Don't include that. Hey girl messages, adding friends, connecting with new people. You need to be having 10 people come into this funnel in some way every single day. I'm not saying you invite 10 people to a challenge group every single day. You need to be adding people to your list every single day in some way, okay? A lot of days I'll just add like 5 new friends, but I'll send 2 hey girl messages, and I'll invite 3 people. It varies, but you got to be doing this every single day. And that starts with friends and social media contacts. You know, I have a lot of coaches who in the beginning, in the first few months, come to me and say, I'm just running out of people to talk to. I don't have anybody else to invite. And I'll look at their friends list and they have like 10 more people from the day they started. And I teach coaches, you've got to be adding 3 to 5 new people at least to your friends list every day. That's through Instagram, that's through Facebook. Facebook will suggest people that you should friend. I mean, like, go and add at least 5 people. My coach in the very beginning told me to add 3 new people every single day. I have done that every single day. I started with like less than 200 friends on Facebook. Now I have almost 4,000. I'm not going to run out of people to talk to. I'm not going to run out of people to invite to a challenge group. I promise you. Okay. So friends and social media contacts, you've got to be doing that every single day. I do it Saturday and Sunday too. It's automatic. I do it. I add people every single day. Not everyone accepts my friend request, and that's totally okay. Like today, I added a friend and she was like, hey, it was somebody that I didn't have anybody in common with. And I was actually searching for a lead is what I was doing. I had a lead pop up who ordered the All Access Challenge Pack, and I went to Facebook to see if I could find her. And there were like 5 Becky Caldwells from Indiana. So I just friended them all. Facebook didn't say anything, so I did it. And one of them actually responded, was like, hey, I got this request from you. I'm not sure I know you. And I was just like, oh, okay. I'm a health and fitness coach. And I got a new challenger, and I was just trying to find her on Facebook. And she was Becky Caldwell from Indiana. And I sent you a message. I'm so glad you responded. She was like, no, that's not me. And I said, oh, okay. Well, thank you so much for letting me know. And I don't think she ever accepted my request, but that's okay. You know, she might do it. She might have went to my page and studied me a little bit. But when you're doing this, okay, distractions, okay, I heard this somewhere. Distractions will kill commissions, all right? So one of the things that I know that I struggle with, and I've heard so many of you guys struggle with, is when you go to do your power hour and you're looking for people to invite, right? We look at their page. We kind of study them, check them out a little bit, see what they're up about, if they're like, Dungeons and Dragons, or like, they're smoking a lot of weed or something like that. I'm not going to friend them. So I might tell them about Jesus, but I'm not going to invite them to a challenge group, honestly. Okay, so it's easy to get distracted. Like, it's so easy to get distracted and like see what Susie's doing. Oh, she went to a wedding this weekend. Her dress is so pretty. And then you get distracted and look at somebody else. Like, distractions will kill your commissions. All right. So the more time you waste on Facebook, the less time you have spent doing your power hour. So if you're on Google Chrome, you can actually kill your Facebook feed. Did you guys know that? You can actually kill your Facebook feed. I don't remember how to do it. You have to Google it, but you can actually turn it off so that when you go, you don't just automatically see your Facebook feed. But you can go to, you can search people, you can search groups, you can do all different kinds of, you can go to your challenge groups, your coach groups, but you're not able just to sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll. So when you find yourself doing those connections, I mean, like, literally, I'm talking, it should take you like 30 seconds to sit there and add 5 people to your contact list every single day. So don't get distracted while you're doing that. And also, like, I don't friend a lot of people who are in common with my coaches because, like, I don't want to, I don't want to overlap in that way. And, that's just a rule that I kind of have. So, like, if I was looking at people from North Carolina and I saw Carly had a friend, she was a friend of theirs, then I would just skip over and go to somebody else. Okay. You're not going to run out of people to add. I promise you. There are how many people in America alone. And this includes Canada too, guys. So, we're not going to run out. So what I do when I add those people, they go onto my Google Streak list. Christy is going to do a Google Streak call for us, so I'm not going to get into that, but that's just how I track. Like, you have to track these people. Don't just add 5 people and not ever write it down. Like, when you add 5 new friends, write their name down on a list. You don't have to use Google Streak. You can use that tracker that I shared with you guys that Carrie made for us. It's that cute little one that says, has a place for contacts, for hey girls, for invites, for follow-ups, but write their name down somewhere. Before I did that, I just wrote it down in my calendar, because you're going to want to start liking and commenting on these people's posts. Okay. And we talked about that this weekend. I don't automatically just start going and liking and commenting their posts. First, I send them a request. I wait to see if they accept it. And then next week, they're on my like comment list, or they're on my friends list. And I will wait a few days or a week, and then I will start going through their Facebook feed. I'll like some posts. I'll like some pictures. I might comment on something genuinely. Again, I don't do anything fake, or I don't connect with people I don't feel like I could connect with. But I will like and start commenting. Okay, so I'm starting to build that relationship with people who are coming into my funnel. Okay, and once I do that, I will probably wait another week just so it doesn't seem like I'm attacking anyone or being weird. And then I'll go back through their page. And so once you guys know, once you see somebody likes your post, what do? Like if it's somebody new that you don't interact with a whole lot, if they start liking your post, what is one of the first things that you do? You go to their page and see who they are and what they're about, right? And so I'm kind of starting that relationship with likes and comments. And so in another week or so, I will go and I will send them a hey girl message. And I'll say, like I connected with somebody today who went to William Carey College. I noticed that she went to William Carey College. And I was like, oh, I love that campus. I sent her a message and I said, hey, I noticed that you went to William Carey. It was actually, so I used to recruit doctors for our hospital. And it was somebody that went to their DO school. And I said, I used to recruit doctors for our hospital, and William Carey, the DO school, was just opening when I left. How was that program? And that's all I said to her. And she responded. She's like, I don't remember what she said, but then I just kept the conversation going. That's a hey girl message. I've not invited her to a challenge group. I've not done anything outside of just that hey girl message. I just started a conversation. And now, because like I am messaging her, my posts will start to pop up in her feed. Okay. And so she will go onto my like and comment list. And so she'll go onto my hey girl list because I sent her a message. And so the next thing that I will do is probably like kind of just continue to like and comment on her posts. Next month when I start a challenge group, and I will wait until next month, unless she comes to me about it first, I'll invite her to my event page. I'll say, hey, I know we chatted last month, but I thought about you this month when I created my health and fitness challenge group, and I sent you an invite to my event page, and I just wanted to let you know it's going to be a group focused on clean eating, exercising, portion control, replacing a meal a day with Shakeology. If you'd be interested in joining us, just let me know. I can tell you more information. Okay. So I've got that. I brought that person into my funnel. I've started to form a relationship, and I will keep that relationship going until she tells me no or until she signs up. Okay. Does that make sense? Okay. I guess, so that's the private messages part. Another way that we bring people into our relationship funnel is through free groups, right? Free groups should be free. They should be free. I used to, whenever I would start free groups, I would require them to create an account and make me their coach, or, like I've done, well, they weren't free, where they had to purchase samples of Shakeology or something like that. But at this point in my business, I think that free groups should be free. They shouldn't have to do anything except join the group, right? Because it's not free if they're required to do something. Free groups are how I add value. I feel like they're how I give back. They are a way for me to help people who maybe really can't afford Shakeology, who can't invest in a workout program. And so in my free groups, I just pump people full of information. And we talked a lot about free groups this weekend. There are all different kinds. Lindsay just had a really successful one just based around drinking water. She just threw it out there. She's like, I'll do a group, and like, what'd you call it, Lindsay? Hold on. What'd you call it?
Saturate your spring.
That was cool. See, that's cute. Saturate your spring. And it was just a daily challenge to drink as much water, or drink half their body weight in ounces, right? And so she had a lot of interaction with it. She had a lot of people that enjoyed it. The last one that I did was a free group. It was the Instapot /Crock-Pot free group, and I just shared some exercises in there every day. I gave them a meal plan with the recipes for their dinners, and they would post a picture if they created their meal, and like I gave people points for participating. They even checked in at the end of the day like we do in our challenge groups, just without the Shakeology. And it was, people loved it. Like, they loved it. That was one of my really good interactive groups. You can do like Christy's doing one about something about buns. I can't remember what it's called. Buns and guns, maybe challenge, like, and she put in like some squat exercises, some bicep exercises. She's probably giving them nutritional information. Free groups should be free, and they should add value and teach people something, right? And just give them a little glimpse into what a challenge group would be like if they did decide to join. So free groups are a way that we bring people into our funnels. Let's see. Adding value. That on social media, I am very big, and I really try to teach you guys, like, one of your 3 to 5 posts a day, at least one, should be something that adds value. Maybe you educate people about the importance of drinking water. Maybe you share a recipe that you liked. Maybe you share a recipe that was awful, and you tell people why it was bad, and don't eat this brand of sardines. I had sardines today. And so, like, just add value to people's life. Give them things that make them want to come back to your page, because you are educating people, you are encouraging people, you're giving them something to come back for. If I just posted my workout selfie every day, people might come back for the encouragement, or just like, there's Rachel again, I need to go work out. But like, if I'm adding, like, giving recipes away, if I'm sharing tips about getting your kids to eat clean, if I am showing specific workouts, if I'm talking about how to ease soreness after you work out, if I'm adding value, people are going to continue to come back to my page. And when they come back to my page, they're going to see about my challenge groups, right? So that's one way. That's one way that I bring people, like, kind of closer down this funnel. And then, of course, I am inviting. Guys, like, I get it because I've been there, and there are some days where I'm like, I don't know what this person's going to think when I invite them. But I see so many coaches who stop because they're so scared of the invites. Like, they would rather quit coaching than get over that fear and just invite someone to a challenge group. And another leader said it this way: inviting is a compliment. Forming a connection and forming a relationship with someone is a compliment. I'm not coaching just to make money. I'm coaching because this stuff works. This stuff changed my life. This stuff, I am healthier. I'm probably going to live longer because of Shakeology and changing the way that I eat, because my cholesterol was slowly killing me. It's a compliment to say, hey, I wanted to invite you to my challenge group. I wanted to give you this opportunity to try something that has worked so well for me. And so we have got to, I understand the fear. And it really and honestly just comes down to a fear of rejection. That's what it is. Like, coaches say, no, it's not that, but I just don't know what they'll say, or I don't know what they'll think. I'm afraid they'll think I'm salesy. You're afraid they're going to reject you because of that. But guys, like, if you could just, like, get past that fear, if we could just get past that fear, and I'm not just talking about challenge groups, like, I have to struggle against that when it comes to coaching, but even, especially with coaching, inviting someone is a compliment to them. And so if we can kind of change our mindset and change our motivation, sure, if we see someone as a Success Club point or as a $50 commission, then we should be fearful about what they think of us. But if we are inviting them because we believe in what we're doing and we know that it works and that they can benefit from us, you have nothing to fear. If they say no, they're not saying no to you. They're saying no to getting healthy and being stronger and being, more fit, honestly. And you just got to look at it that way. And so long as you're doing these other things, genuinely connecting, adding value on your page, then you don't have to have anything to be ashamed of, right? Because you are out there changing people's lives. You're being encouraging. You're being motivational. You're sharing information. And if they get to join your challenge group, then they just get more of that. It's just compounded. So inviting someone to your challenge group, that we've got to be doing that. Like I said, at least 2 people. I invite at least 3 people a day to a challenge group. And it's people that I've already formed these relationships with. All right. Follow up. I have to think, I approached my coach about joining her challenge group. Let me see though, real quick. Who did okay, so I've only got Lindsay and Tracy. Carly, you are a lead. But let's see, Lindsay, how many times did I follow up with you?
It was 2 years.
It was 2 years.
So
You know, like, yeah.
probably 5,
Yeah.
6, something like that.
Yeah. And so, like, I mean, Tracy, I don't know. You were just kind of like a go-getter. I didn't really have to do much with you. You just jumped in with both feet. But, you know, I think about other people on our team, Allison Coleman, you know, like I invited her and I had to follow up. Like I invited her and she didn't respond to my message for like, she didn't respond to my initial message for probably, I don't know, a week, you know? And you know, like I was talking to a newer coach today and she was saying, I've invited all these people and so said no, so said later when I get paid. And like 5 of them just haven't responded and they scare me the most. Like, I don't know, I don't want to follow up with them. But you've got to remember that, you know, people just have stuff going on. You know, Allison Coleman, the reason she didn't respond to me for like a whole week is because she had not just gotten married, but they were moving. So they had moved into their rent house, which they were trying to renovate simultaneously while they were living in it. And she was looking for a new job. And I mean, she had all this stuff going on. She wasn't ignoring me. She just didn't get around to it. And so I followed up with her. I said, hey girl, you know, like I just wanted to, I really felt strongly about inviting you to this. And I wanted to make sure you got my message to see if you had any questions. If you want to participate in this, will you respond and let me know? And she got back and she was like, oh my gosh, I've been watching you. I've been following you for so long. Like I wanted to be a part of what you're doing, but I was scared to reach out to you. And so like, guys, like some people honestly and truly, as odd as that sounds, they're intimidated by you. They're intimidated. They think maybe they can't do what you're doing or can't stick with it. And that's one reason why when we're posting, we should definitely be real. We should share the struggles. We should share the hardships. We should share it all because we don't ever want to be perceived as perfect because then people won't want to join us. But you know, you're going to be surprised at how many people that are watching you and following you, but are not liking, commenting, reaching out to you. I can't tell you how many people that I've invited that have said, you know, I've been watching you for a while and I've wanted to do this and I just haven't had the courage to reach out to you first. And so following up with people, even if they haven't responded, is important. Like you should be mad at yourself and be fearful of not following up because honestly and truly, like 90% of the people that sign up with me as a challenger or as a coach are people that I followed up with at least twice. Okay. And so you've got to be following up with people. And if they don't respond again, then that's okay. I can guarantee you that they're going to be watching you. You know, they're going to be seeing your posts. They're going to be going back to your page, even if they never respond. But you've got to remember that people are busy. They've got things going on. A lot of people have kids. Like, you know, like I saw a message from somebody that I never saw. It had been opened probably by one of my kids, but I never actually read the message. So, you know, like you just got to remember that people's lives are crazy. And you got to think about too, like how many times did your coach follow up with you whenever they had a question for you, right? Timmy, what was your story? When you were invited to coaching, how long did you take a while? Did Melanie I know Melanie had to follow up with me about coaching at least 3 times.
Well, I mean, I just signed up to get the discount because I talked to her about if there was a better way. And then just seeing her talk about it and stuff like that is what made me, I just wanted her to do one of her things. So I was probably an easy sale too.
Yeah.
It's not easy like that.
Yeah, it's not. I know that like with the coaching, like I went to her about the challenge group, but she followed up with me quite a few times about the coaching. Like I went through a sneak peek, you know, I had a conversation with her. I still wasn't sure. And she followed up with me a couple of times. I had lots of questions. And that's another thing, guys. A lot of times people just have questions. And, you know, you invite them to this challenge group and they think, well, I don't really know if I want to sign up or, you know, I'm not sure about the money or what it costs. And so like they just don't respond because that's some people's human nature. And I know it's kind of like, that's kind of the way I am. You know, if I'm afraid that's going to cost like so much money, then I'm probably not going to be willing to really do anything to commit myself. And so a lot of times when I kind of have that gut feeling that maybe that's what somebody's thinking, I will send them a message and say, hey girl, you know, like I wanted to follow up with you about my invite to my fitness group. Do you have any questions that I could answer about the group. Can I tell you some more about it? And usually people will respond to that, okay? But one of the things when you send an invite, when you do a follow-up, always end the conversation with a question and not just will you get back to me? It's got to be a direct question. What did you think about the challenge group? Did you have questions? Do you want to get started with us on Monday? I'm saving you a spot. Do you still want to do this with us? You know, like ask a question that they have to respond to. And so usually people will respond. They might say no, that's totally okay. Just ask them if you can follow up with them again later when it's a better time. I always say, can I put you on my list? If they give me the cost objection, you know, usually a lot of people want to do it. They just don't want to drop the money right then, even after I've explained everything. I'll say, I totally understand. You know, like I relate to them. I don't make them feel like I'm just like, oh, I'm done with you, you know, moving on. I don't do that. Like I say, okay, I totally understand. You know, I struggled with buying Shakeology at first too. But I knew I wanted to try it. I grew to love it. And it's something I don't live without now. And I totally see the value. And, you know, I explain my story to them. And I say, could I follow up with you in May about my next challenge group? And they usually say, yes, please do, you know. And so that is follow-up. Follow-up is huge. Like if you're not following up, you're not going to get challengers, I promise. And then you've got the enroll. They either sign up as a challenger or they sign up as a coach, or they go onto your list to follow up with later. Okay, I don't ever take anybody off my list that's come into my funnel unless they directly ask me to. And I don't think I've ever had anybody do that. I'm sure I've had people unfriend me. I don't know. I don't really even know. But I don't ever take anybody off my list, okay? Because I want to, like I said, you know, like, yes, I want people to sign up as challengers and coaches, but my job as a coach is not just Success Club points or just team, you know, building a team. Yes, that's very important, and I'm focused on that, but I know that I'm supposed to be doing this to help people and to encourage people. And like I've got people who've done my free groups 20 times, but they've never done a challenge group with me because they won't buy a challenge pack. And so, you know, like I'm still adding value to those people's lives in some way. A lot of those people will send me challengers actually. And so like our job is to help everyone, encourage everyone. Obviously I'm going to spend more time on my challengers and my coaches, but I'm still adding value. I'm still building those relationships, and people don't come off my list unless they ask me to. And a lot of times, most of those people turn into challengers later on. So that is the law of replacement. You just got to, for every person that comes out of the bottom of that funnel, you've got to add 10 more to it. And that's just a rule. It's that I think that I don't even know who came up with that, but it's just a very smart business person did. And that's how I operate. Like I can tell you at the beginning of every month, like I'll show you. At the beginning of every month, I have at least 20 people. I don't know if this is the right planner. It must not be. It must be my other planner. I have at least 20 people who they're on my follow-up list. Look. That's all those people were on my follow-up list for March to begin the month with. That was before I even invited a new person. That was before I even connected with a new person. That was before I even hey-girled a new person for March. Those people were on my list to follow up with about my March challenge group. And I only need 3. I only need 3 people, right? So out of 20, I've got pretty good odds right there, right? And so that doesn't even include the new people I'm going to connect with. So that's my law of replacement. Like that's how I hit Success Club. That's how I always have people, you know, in play, like they say, to sign up to join my next challenge group. And I'm not forcing anyone. I'm not twisting people's arms. I'm going through the exact same conversations, the examples that we are teaching you guys. And, you know, every conversation, honestly, I see it as practice, even where I'm at now. Like every conversation that I have is a chance for me to practice my invite process, to practice the 4 vitals, to practice investing and encouraging in people. And, you know, like if you feel like you're having trouble with it, you just got to kind of see it that way. Like if you totally screw up a conversation and send them the challenge group link at the beginning, instead of explaining everything, that's okay. It was just practice. And you know, that person is meant to be in your challenge group, then they're gonna be in your challenge group. I promise you. And that's another thing. Like sometimes a no just means not right now. You know, it's not somebody's time. Like I look back, you know, Lindsay was talking about this, you know, she had signed up as a coach or even a challenger 2 years ago when I had invited her. Like it wasn't her time. It wouldn't have been good. And so like, you just got to think of it that way too. So that's what I've got. Do you guys have any questions about any of that? Like, are you doing that, or is there something that you need to do better? Or do you have questions about how to do any of that? Anybody? Nope. Okay. Well, that's all I've got. Look, oh man, I thought it was faster than that. It's still almost 9 o'clock. I get excited about my invite process. Like I like it. I love connecting with people. Like I really love to meet new people, even though it's through social media. Like I like to connect with new. Like I had a conversation about a chick with a chick today about her Weimaraner, her dog. Like I think they're beautiful dogs, and that's what I sent her a message about. I said, "Hey, girl, I saw you have a Weimaraner." I don't even know if that's how you say it, but it is okay. And that's how I connected with her, and we like had this conversation about her dog, and I enjoyed it. I don't know if she'll ever be a challenger, but I enjoyed talking to her about her dog, you know? So, and I didn't at first. Like I was really shy and I was very self-conscious, and I was that coach that thought, oh, she's going to think I'm connecting with her to sell or something, you know? But like I don't anymore. Like I'm just doing these things. And if the conversation leads that way, if I bring the conversation around to that and they decide to join up, great. If they don't, then I've made a new friend. So. Okay. All right. Well, that's all I got. Thanks for listening. And I will share the coach sneak peek in our team page and the Super Saturday video too. All right, guys. Good night. I'll see you later.
Good night.
Bye.